Welcome, Vintage Story fans. I've got big news for you. That's right, Vintage Story is working on an adventure mode. This news just dropped as of the recording of this video, and it is following on the heels of a previous announcement regarding the closure or the cancellation of HYTALE. HYTALE was a Minecraft spin-off, and if you're unaware, our very own Tyron was a developer on that project for a time before he left to start his own studio, and of course, thank goodness for that, right? But he sent out a very gracious message to the fans and to the developers who might have been forced off the project or had to leave after the closure, and we have a follow-up to that regarding adventure mode. So we're going to jump in and read this right now and talk a little bit about what this could mean for the future of our beloved Vintage Story. If you're interested in checking out this post yourself or following along with future devlogs, I will have this link down in the description of the video for you, but let's jump in right away. So let's do a little follow-up on the previous devlog post, which we just talked about. Now that the dust has settled, in short, we will attempt to create a new game mode as a part of Vintage Story. So the team budget and risks. We are now looking through the job applications and contacting promising candidates. So much potential, it feels like picking your favorite candy from a candy store. You know, I often feel like that when I'm looking through the mod database for Vintage Story itself. But thank you everyone for applying. We've carefully thought about our options, budget, and potential risks. We will be starting a small 3 to 4 people and expand once the project shows merit and gathers interest. A small team might be slower, but it is also much more manageable, more effective, and can pivot quicker. Slow growth allows us to fund this truly for the long term, which I think was a big problem in the original HYTALE, despite the backing of some big studios. But slow growth allows us to fund this in the long term, and thankfully we can reuse a lot of the Vintage Story ecosystem. That's really interesting right there for sure. So it will definitely be a spin-off or a part of Vintage Story at least. And let's read on here with the goal. The new mode would be departing significantly in aesthetics, setting, and game mechanics compared to Vintage Story, more focused towards fantasy and adventure, RPG compared to the gritty realism-based nature of the current experience. Personally, I would love to see some elves and dwarves in there. Oh my gosh, yes. That shows you right there. We could have some real fun with this for sure. For the time being, it would also ship alongside Vintage Story at no additional cost, but in purely hypothetical scenario where it really takes off, we could spin it off into a fully separate game. Oh wow, getting ambitious here with this one for sure. We'll be very open about it, release early, and the sub-team will be given significant agency over development direction and communication style with players. That's very interesting. Yeah, autonomy in those small teams like that can be very beneficial for sure. There will also be some areas where the goals of both teams will intersect and projects will benefit, meaning the Vintage Story main and of course the adventure mode will intersect and both will benefit, such as combat. Oh, I know that's something a lot of people have talked about, you know, maybe complained is a strong word, but improved enemy AI or better NPCs in general. For existing players of Vintage Story, rest assured the aesthetics and game mechanics will remain true to the original vision. So we've got a good disclaimer there, a guarantee sealed and stamped by Tyron himself. And the closing words: it's a bold move for us. We haven't tried this before. Nonetheless, I'm confident that we can build something truly engaging for all players. In the off chance that the community is not interested in what we're building, we'll keep the option open to pivot to making Vintage Story better instead. Either way, we'll try our best to deliver something worth your time. We'll share more as soon as we have something to share. Cheers. Wow, well, that is definitely a short message, but a lot of information in there, a lot of potential, a lot of things to look forward to. And I wonder, what the dev team will look like. The separate, smaller team, are they going to be all HYTALE people? Maybe some outsiders, maybe some people pulled over from the Vintage Story? It's all speculation at this point, but obviously he said that they're definitely looking into applications, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of promising candidates. I mean, he literally describes it as picking candy from a candy store, which is fantastic. And I hope that those folks, get themselves a good job where they can, really focus on the game, not have to worry about job security long term. And it seems, from Tyron's past and the development of Vintage Story itself, that that's definitely something they could count on. Yeah. And of course, we as fans can count on some really incredible gameplay, I think, from this. No matter what they create, whether it does become its own separate thing from the main game, I'm going to be interested in it. You can definitely count on seeing some content for it here on my YouTube channel. And that being the case, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think the adventure mode is going to entail. What's the time frame you guys think will be in play here? And I'm really excited just your thoughts on elves and dwarves too. So, but either way, make sure you check out the description for a bunch of helpful links to my other Vintage Story content. Once again, thanks for joining me, guys, for this exciting little update, and I will probably do more of these videos when we get more news ahead. So stay tuned, everybody, and I'll see you all on the next one.